Hi, Kerry McCaslin here with TriStar, and welcome to today's take. We're about a month into the California ordinance for stay-at-home due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and I haven't done a video in a couple weeks, so just thought this would be a good time to update all of you out there and what's gone on in our lending industry in the past few weeks. But again, first and foremost, we're praying and thinking about all of you out there and how you're dealing with this in so many different ways. Some are just dealing with the stay-at-home ordinance and going crazy at home. Some have lost their jobs temporarily or permanently, and our hearts go out to you for that. And some of you are dealing directly with the virus itself, and again, our prayers go out to you and praying for your health or your loved one's health. But I've come to you from home today, like so many of you are at home, and mostly because we're essential business and we're small, we're able to stay separated at the office. For the most part, I'm going to the office daily. However, I am able to work remotely here at the house when needed. So just from my last video, I wanted to let you know what changes that we're seeing in the lending industry. And for the most part, some of what we do is business as usual. In other words, originating loans, whether they're purchase loans or refinances. So yes, there are still people buying homes right now, and people are refinancing right now. Rates remain low right now, not at their lowest, but they're still very low. And there's still some make sense transactions that we're still working on. So what we find lately is not the originating, meaning starting a loan or getting it going, that's the most difficult. As you could expect, due to the unemployment increase, completing a loan has become more difficult. So there's been some temporary changes set forth by lenders that allow for more verifications of employment, which makes sense. So normally they're verifying employment right at the latest stage of a loan transaction, and that's even more so now. So we're dealing with that, and also making sure that the loans that we originate, if somebody's having employment problems or they've had cut hours, we want to be cognitive of that prior to even putting the loan or moving it forward. So that seems to be on a daily basis. We're dealing with a lot of unusual circumstances, just like everybody's business right now. So we go to work and we deal with those day by day, and I think the most important thing is that we are communicating with clients and our open communication. We're not hiding from any problems, we're dealing with them head on. And in many instances, we deal with these problems and we're successful, and we're able to get loans closed. Unfortunately, there are some deals that are being held up or canceled because of employment changes, and there's nothing we can do about that. And in the end, I think the focus at that point is that somebody is healthy rather than getting a refinance. That seems to be a priority, is being healthy and staying safe. Those are the things that we're dealing with. Another thing that we're dealing with more on the back end of our industry, meaning the servicers and the lenders and the large mortgage banks that lend money, are really dealing with this forbearance issue. So a lot of people are calling in asking for delayed mortgage payments, and in essence, that's a forbearance. Forbearance can come in a lot of different packages. So any of you, I'd say, that are my clients or watching this video, you can contact me directly if you have questions. What you want to be really cognitive of or aware of is what the terms of or are on the forbearance. Meaning if you're trying to see if payments can be tacked on to the end, you want to make sure that that's what's being done. We're hearing different conflicting stories out there as far as what forbearance packages are being offered by lenders. There's a lot of unknown, and so what we're worried about is someone may be put into a position where 3 to 6 months from now, those monies are due or those payments are due, and they can't make those payments even if they are back at work. We're also worried that in the near future, if somebody went to refinance or finance something and a forbearance was on their record, that they may not be able to do that. So again, there's still a lot of unknowns. My personal 2 cents, and this is my personal opinion, is that you dig deep at these times. And again, some people have savings, some don't, and I totally understand that. But if you have savings and you're able to make that mortgage payment, and you think that you're going back to work after this COVID settles down and the state mandate gets people back to work, and you're able to tap into your savings to cover that one mortgage payment, then maybe you don't look into a forbearance, and maybe you're able to pay your bills, and maybe you're able to take the stimulus money, which are starting to hit some homes, and use that for that. So I think that should become a priority. Again, if you're looking at calling your lender and looking for forbearance, either call me and discuss it first, or just make sure you know the terms and the terms make sense, and they're not going to bite you later. That's kind of it for now. I know it's a long video. Thanks for staying with me. It's kind of impromptu, no script. Just wanted to give you an update, let you know what we're doing. If you just have general questions about refinancing and purchasing in this market right now, this unusual, volatile market, it still can be done. But let's get on the phone and let's really communicate and make sure it's something that can be done and something that makes sense for you. I'm always available via cell phone, email, however you would like to contact me. This is Kerry McCaslin with TriStar, and until next time, hang in there, and we'll see you. Thanks.